I will present you an extension for Podman Desktop to manage your Postgres instances. To install the application, for now it is not in the catalog. You can go to this page on GitHub, get the URL for the image to use, and on the extensions use the install custom, paste the URL, and the extension is now installed. So at the beginning the page is empty. So the purpose, when you develop and you want to have a Postgres instance, there is a Postgres image for Docker, which is very useful. It is provided for development mainly, we will see why. And so to start an instance of Postgres with this image, you can use this command, so run the Postgres image with at least a password, and there are a few other environment variables to define the username, the DB name, and so on. So let's start from Podman Desktop. I have a Postgres image already locally, and so if I run this image, I have to provide the environment variables. The password will be my secret. The user will be user1, and the DB name will be my app. I think there is enough to start the Postgres instance. So the instance is running. Now, from the command line, if I want to access the instance, I'm not really sure what to use. So the first thing useful from the extension is now you can see that the deployment of Postgres has been automatically detected. And if you go to the details, you can get the URI needed for connecting to the instance from PSQL, for example, or for your application. And so now I can connect to my database. I have a very simple SQL to create a table. And so my table is created. Nice. So the next thing would be to have a pgadmin. So pgadmin is a user interface to manage your Postgres instance, and it is not straightforward to install, I would say. So the extension provides you, when you are into the containers list, an extension can provide some custom entry, and so it provides the start pgadmin entry, and with this it will start a container with pgadmin automatically configured with the parameters to connect to this database. It will take a few seconds to start, and now it is started. We can go to the page, and we can see the my app database has been correctly created, and into the public schema we should have my accounts table I just created from the command line. Okay, that's pretty cool. After that, if you don't want to, you remember I have created the Postgres instance by passing the environment variables, but with the extension you can make this in a simpler way. So let's stop everything for now. I don't have any containers running anymore. And now from the PostgreSQL extension, there is a new service button. I will do the same thing. I will create a PG2 container with a Postgres official image version 17. Instead of environment variables, I have more meaningful fields. The database name will be my app2. The user will be user2. I can run on any port I want, and the password, which is mandatory. And more than that, I can give script. So I can add an SQL script, and I will put inside it my create table script. And I will click to have PGAdmin configure automatically on the 8080 port. And I think that's all I need. We can check on the container page. So now a pod is created. It is a Podman pod which has been created containing the Postgres container and the PGAdmin container. And if you go back to the list of services, you can see the URL to access the admin. It should take a few seconds to start again, and you can get the same way the URI to connect to it. So now you can see the admin is started, and we can see the my app2 has been created, and into the tables my accounts table should have been created also, thanks to the script we have provided. So that's it for the presentation. Thanks.